Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. Alright, well, another night session. The sun has gone down, and we must practice our Morel, and our Garroto, and maybe something new. We'll see. Alright, let's go ahead and get to the chair, shall we? And another day has passed, so I guess I'll have a beer. Yeah, I've had a pretty good day. It's been a long day, though. I'm just, gonna talk to you about my day right now. I've had a long day of teaching lessons. Later in the week we go, the more students I have, all the way up till Friday. And this upcoming Friday is Masterclass. Whoa, are you guys gonna come to Masterclass? You heard everybody perform, including me, because I decided that I'm gonna start performing in my own Masterclass. Because I need performance experience, and I think that counts as something. You know, just to put a little pressure on you. It's good for you to do that. It's an interesting thing, making daily videos. Because there isn't always something to talk about, and I don't always want to react to something on my computer. I don't even really feel like going to my computer at all right now. I've been at it all day. So it's like, well, I have to do something, because the style of my video is not just watch me practice, and, you know, we have some showmanship before the practice. Practice is the core of it, but everything else kind of surrounds it and decorates it, so I have to do something. But, you know, there's not always stuff to talk about. There's not always, like, a technique video that I have in mind, or a question that I can answer in a 20-minute rambling session. So I think today I'm just gonna let my brain go, and I'm just gonna drink my beer, and we're gonna practice afterwards. And I think we're gonna skip the listening today as well, because yesterday's listening was long, which was also today's listening for me. And that's actually a good opportunity. The screen's gonna fade black really quick. If you haven't watched yesterday's listening, go click on yesterday's video, click on the daily listening for that. Alright, blackness. You came back, right? I hope so. So, you did the listening. It was pretty crazy, though, right? He played that guitar like an orchestra, really. There were a lot of times when I was listening to that, I was like, is there like a strings section coming in right now? Like, especially towards the end. Wow. Pretty solid. He's pretty good. I have to admit, he's pretty good. And if you didn't check, you have no idea who I'm talking about. Yeah, so I'll just talk about stuff I've been thinking about. I've been chasing around, like, performance opportunities, just, like, bothering friends and stuff and trying to get people together to do that. Something really lit a fire under me after that guitar festival. I've talked about it in, like, every episode since then. It's been, like, a week. I really think I'm onto something with learning how to perform, and I'm finding if I just get really into the piece that I'm trying to play, and I'm just, like, screw it, like, I don't care, and, like, I just want to play it, and play it to the best of my ability, and even just like moving a little bit, I find that just like puts me in the headspace where I'm no longer like afraid of like people judging me or something. I find that moving my head like puts me in kind of a zen place. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but even when I'm on the elliptical, like especially when I was really big into cardio, I've talked about this. I used to do these big massive cardio sessions where I'd burn like 2,000 calories in one session, like an insane person. But whenever I was getting like super exhausted and like I was going hard and just like running out of breath, I would just start doing that with my head. I would just have more energy for a little bit after that. So every time I got really tired, I would just do my head like that, and it could just make me push harder and harder. And I feel like when I do that, even when I'm playing guitar, it does something. I might end up being one of those people who's very movie. Because it helps. It totally helps, like, just moving your head. You should try it. Try it next time you're on the elliptical or playing guitar. If you have something memorized, just, like, move your head. I've been chasing a lot of performance opportunities, like, on Zoom with friends or, like, seeing people in person, too. Just being like, let me perform for you. And they're like, oh, no, you don't have to. And it's like, no, please, I will. I'm going to. That's why I invited you here. So, you know, I recommend that you do that if you can. I do think I'm onto something with my mindset. In a lot of ways, I feel like I'm letting go. I know what holds me back and what gets me nervous. I can pinpoint it. I really can. It's me not wanting other people to think that I suck at guitar and, like, being judged for sucking at guitar. That's what makes me nervous, because it's like, oh, I want to play well so they don't think I suck. But that's such a dumb thing to hold on to, because like, first, who cares? I mean, that's like part of what I do here on YouTube too. Like, I have to have some sort of like who cares to do this, because I put a lot out there and you just have to go, who cares? Whatever. It doesn't matter, because it really doesn't matter, but it is still scary when it's you doing it. But same thing with playing guitar too. It's like, you just have to just play your hardest. So every time I play for people now, and even when I play for the camera, I'm just gonna be playing my hardest. And I think that is the mindset shift that I had. It's hard for me to let go, because I really don't want to suck. Being timid and nervous doesn't help with me not sucking. That makes me suck even worse. You know, you just gotta let go. I guess that's been on my mind a lot. So, a lot of self-reflecting on what we're doing here. I feel like this is kind of a pivotal moment in my guitar playing. I'm just gonna try to get past it. We'll talk about other stuff later. I guess. Yeah, there's some stuff to talk about in there. So, you know, if any of that resonates with you, feel free to leave a comment, and we'll continue this discussion. I should look back on some of the other discussions. The thing is, time passes, and then I forget what they all are. I should write them down. That would be smart. We have had a lot of discussions, haven't we? I have said a lot of stuff in this chair at you, the camera. That's weird to think about, isn't it? I'm just in a room talking. That's all this is. It's just me in a room. This is where I've been for like 6 months. I just talk in this chair, and then I go practice, and then I do stuff in between, and then I just come right back here, and I'm just talking to you again. You know, it kind of reminds me, I do this thing, and I hope you guys do it now when you're laying in bed. Just try to think about every time you've laid in bed. How many times have I done this? Will I just blink and it'll be the next day, like bedtime, and I'm just in bed again? Because that's kind of how it feels a lot of the times when you're in bed. What happened to the day? Whenever I'm in my bed just looking up at the ceiling, I'm like, it's always bedtime. I feel like this moment is just everything. And like there was no day. Like it just passed me by like every other day. And this is like the only moment I actually get. And then you're like, how many more times am I going to do this? If they come so quickly, are they just going to like, I'm just going to blow through them super fast? Because I've already blown through like what, a couple thousand at least. Can't be that many left. That might be more confronting for the older viewers. I don't know, because at least I can do the math. I should only be 1/3 done with my life, so I have at least another 2 of those to go, maybe, if I'm lucky. That math is comforting, but it's not that comforting, honestly. I've met people who claim they're not scared of death. I'm very scared of death. I don't want to die. I don't want this thing to end. Even if I'm miserable, I don't want to die. I feel like I need to point out too, because you guys can be very sweet when I get kind of somber. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me right now. I'm just gearing up to practice, and I'm just like lower energy. I'm kind of talking myself into being lower energy, which is fine. That's a fine way to be. I'm not going through anything. I actually feel quite happy. I'm happier than I've been in a long time. For a while there, 100 logs ago or so, if you were there for that, you saw what was happening. I was going through it. But I feel pretty good about that situation right now. I feel pretty happy. But I'm just lower energy. And I can think about how I lay in bed and wonder things. And it's not anything to be alarmed about. So please don't be concerned in the comments in this one. This is not one to be concerned about. None of them are, truthfully. I just go through normal emotions. But I do appreciate how sweet you guys can be. Man, is there anything else to get into? You know, we'll see how long I even play guitar. I don't know. I might just sit there and just drink a beer and just like watch TV on my phone. I technically only have to practice for like 30 seconds, and I'll just splice it up and just make it seem like I practiced for 6 hours. I never do that. I don't want to spread a rumor that I fake it. It might kind of seem like I've been faking it because I feel like I haven't been making that much progress. But I'm not faking it. I'm banging it out, I promise. It's just slow going. Sometimes that's how it is. Oh, I didn't mention it. I started sight reading through some new pieces today. Giuliani, Opus 15, the Sonata, the first movement of it. I started reading through that. It's pretty easy, but it's fun. It's fun to read. And I started sight reading BWV 996 a little bit. I'm going to see if I want to pursue them seriously. But for now, I just do that when I don't want to work on the music that I'm seriously working on. I think I'll get higher energy when I start working on that Sonatina and try to get into it again. Okay, I think we can wrap up this portion here. Hopefully, I'll Frankenstein this into something cohesive and interesting, like I always do. Yeah. Let's put editing me out of my misery and wrap this thing up. So, we'll make our way to the piano bench now. Oh man, I kind of just want to sit here though. Ooh, I don't want to practice yet. I haven't opened up a pack of Pokemon cards in a while. God, I haven't even mentioned an extravaganza in like 2 or 3 weeks. I have plans on doing one. This extravaganza is going to be 6 weeks away from the last one, unfortunately. I kind of want to do something new too instead of the extravaganzas. I kind of want to have another big thing. Alright, I'm going to go to the piano bench. So, I'll see you there. You know what I would like to do? I'm just going to keep talking. I'd like to keep talking. No, I'd like to lay in my bed and watch Netflix or something. Oh, that sounds so good. That's not the life I picked for myself. Back to it. Well, let's just dive in. I will see you on the other side. I'm done. I'm in a weird mood. I'm ready to just go to bed. Maybe clean a little bit. Maybe eat dinner. That'd be nice. So I'm just gonna play some stuff for you, and we'll call it a day after that. Come on over. I haven't played Lamentos Tomorrow in a while. Hopefully that one's not, like, decomposing in my brain. So I'm gonna try to play through it. I won't take the coda, though. I'm just gonna try to have fun with it. I forgot the ending. I think I'm just over it right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just over it. I'm ready to go to bed. I need to spend like a whole practice session just like going through each measure of that and just making sure it's perfect. With a metronome, I haven't done that in a while, and it's becoming like fuzzy. My rhythms aren't tight. Not that they ever were, but I feel like I could get them tighter than that. Right? Also, my thumbnail is catching. I need to fix that. Alright, well, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. We've talked enough today. I'm ending it. I'm gonna call it. Hey, well, you know, if you enjoyed that, be sure to like and subscribe, all that stuff. Hey, want some guitar lessons? I know, our lessons won't be like the talking portion of that. I'll keep that stuff to myself. I'll save it for the log. Just email me. It's in the description. It's there. Anything else? If you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask them and I'll answer them in the chair. Usually I assign daily listenings. We didn't do one today because yesterday's was a long one. If you haven't, go and watch yesterday's. It's long. Anything else? Nah, I think we're good. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow.